Yo, Inca, you want to come out here?
Alright, so this is TGR week 1 of Spotlight. If you don't know what that is, then you should probably watch the video that I already published concerning the draft analysis that we had. I think I was gonna combine the two videos, but I'm kind of over it. And also, this will be a good way to document any VGC successes that I have, since this league is doubles and VGC based. So I want to make sure I put these out there, and you know, people will either enjoy them and or they won't. You know, a lot of my draft league videos don't do the greatest, but I think that can come down to the way that I edit them and other factors, but it's not a big deal to me anyway, so we're just gonna skip over that. But I always talk about it like it's like everybody has to hear it, so I do apologize. Week 1, we fight Mismag. He's a fellow mod in the TGR. He has a very scary team, which is on screen, but in case you're not watching, or at least paying attention to the screen, he has Ursaluna Blood-Moon, Whimsicott, Ceruledge, Thunderous, Therian, Haxorus, Empoleon, Toxicroak, Zoroark, Chimecho. And, you know, this week's Spotlight Pokemon is Sandslash. We each have Sandslash, which means despite having to hold berries for this, you know, until we unlock new Spotlight reward tiers, the only Pokemon that can Terra is the Spotlight Pokemon, and bringing it will help us obtain more Spotlight rewards, overall allowing us to do other things like bring different items, break item claws, such and such, and so forth. So since this is best of 3, I always intend to make sure that I gather as much information as I can from that first game. And the first thing that stuck out to me is that despite the team being in a weird speed tier-ish range, it feels like to me that Tailwind is pretty obvious. So I had the thought that Trick Room could come, but shout out to my guy Pat. Y'all know Pat Mac. He said it probably won't come. It's not like it won't ever, but it probably won't. Mostly on the basis that, from what I can tell, I have 2 really good dark types in Chien Pao and King Gambit. In addition to that, I wrote him as a ghost, and it just seems overall like my team is couldn't be overly ready for something of that attempt, but it's not impossible, but it's definitely something that, from what I could tell, doesn't seem like it's going to happen. In addition to that, it seems like fast Ursaluna with Tailwind is pretty probable, so Whimsicott and Ursaluna are basically coming. I don't really have to prep for Sandslash, as my team already kind of wiggles its way around it and can do a lot of good damage. The Terra is what I want to have revealed game 1 if I can, if he decides to bring it. Anything else is really up to Mismag. I think that Toxicroak's Fake Out and Poison Touch is really good here. I think it has Poison Touch. Empoleon for just in general preventing me from going for, or if certain moves drop stats for accuracy or speed or special attack or anything of that nature, competitive would be really good for him. And in addition, since I have a Zapdos and the potential for Rotom to come, Thunderous could be really good here. It's a really fast and really good attacker here with Volt Absorb. It nullifies at least one of my stabs on each of the 2 Pokemon mentioned. Ceruledge is still really good here. I think it could definitely come this game, but I'm not going to lie to you. Looking at my team, I don't think it comes double dark, double water, and Gliscor to boot. But it is possible as a really strong attacker. But since we can't run choice items or any other items for that matter, only berries, it might be useless to be brought. Otherwise, Haxorus is kind of up in the air, and so is Zoroark. And Sandslash is probably going to be there because we both want to earn Spotlight rewards, so we both want to definitely bring the Pokemon. Regardless, let's talk about what we're bringing today. So let me move this. Here we go. First and foremost, we have the Glizzard Gliscor. You might notice that it's more zoomed in. This is so you guys can actually see everything, I guess. The EV spread is already in the box here, unless you wanted to see it like this. You guys let me know how you like the team builder portion of these. I'll have another background or like another little border thing for these kind of videos. I think I just didn't import it from my old computer, so I have to work on that tomorrow or something. Or I'll make a new one. Or what will probably happen is I'll find it. Anyways, Gliscor is really dope this game for obvious reasons. Being a good ground type here against a team that has a lot of damn things that can hurt us isn't great, But regardless, for Passion Berry with the Hypercritter ability, this is basically because of Memento on Whimsicott and also Breaking Swipe Haxorus, and just in general preventing us from losing attack from other moves that can be mentioned. Poison Heal will be nice, but like we don't need it, and we can't run Sandville because evasion abilities are banned, of course. Faint Knockoff Tailwind, High Horsepower. This is a really good Pokemon here. High Horsepower, I believe, can 1-hit KO most Empoleons, but I suspect it'll be Shucka anyway, so it's not a big deal to me. Knockoff is just good in general to get off items, and of course revealing items early would be really good for our own preparation, and that game 1 will be very important to figure out items and figure out what the different berries are. Of course, that being said, our Passion Berry might not even proc, because obviously Mismag has the Haxorus, which can definitely be, I'm pretty sure it can be a nerve, so maybe we won't ever find out our berries because they can't be procced, but who knows. Regardless, talking about Gliscor more, Knockoff does, sizable amounts to different mons, and Feint's really good into this team just because it feels like to me that this is a Trick Room or rather Tailwind and Protect on the other mon sort of strategy, so we can at least dead the Pokemon next to Whimsicott, or attempt to. In addition to that, there could be that Trick Room mode, and we can definitely try and dead the Pokemon next to Chimecho. Speaking of that strategy, we have P-Money, the Blastoise. It has the Fake Out for that exact reason, to fake out something maybe, but even then, if we need it, we need it, because that can help a turn go by in Trick Room or Tailwind. Muddy Water or Sphere will fake out an Ice Beam, basically. With this EV spread, Muddy Water is doing a good chunk of damage to things, as well as Aurasphere being able to 2-hit KO most max HP Empoleons if he so chooses. Ice Beam can 2-hit KO most Haxoruses unless he is Yachi Berry, of course, and it's basically a 3-hit KO, and also helps to use it against Whimsicott. We went with Torrent because we're not running Rain this week, or Manual Rain for that matter. I wanted to go Water Pledge, but Pat convinced me to go with Muddy Water. I have my doubts about running Muddy Water just because of Empoleon and the addition of it being able to miss, but I don't know if it'll come up in the game, so I'm obligated to stick with who knows more about this than I do, or at least pays attention more about this than I do, because at one point in my life I did play this. Regardless, Wakan Berry for Thunder, it's obvious, and even like Terra Electric Sandslash and other random electric coverage here and there. I did want to mention on Gliscor, we have enough to live a BloodMoon, Modest. That's the main point, and the speed is for Cerulege. P-Money has enough speed. Let me just scroll down, 105. That is the Ursaluna, if it is 252 Modest and has the 252 speed investment. It hits 104, so we have 105 on most of our mons, or mons that matter to me currently, so that we can outpace it, and Muddy Water Aurasphere is really good, so that's dope. Big Chill, Chin Pao, Citrus Berry, you get it. It's basic priorities and Sacred Sword. A lot of things get Vacuum Wave, unfortunately, so while I wanted to put Chople Berry on this, I did put it on, spoiler alert, Marth, but we'll talk about that later. Citrus is good just because we are a bulky variant of Chien Pao. We're not exactly like super duper fast or anything, because we only need to really outpace Whimsicott, and it can't really use prankster moves against us, so that's really dope. This could be a really good lead Pokemon to really tell what my opponent wants to go for, because Chien Pao immediately threatens generally everything on this team outside of the Toxicroak, and I would say, technically speaking, after Terra Sandslash, depending, but it threatens everything on this team, so it's a very important Pokemon to keep in the back or lead with. It really doesn't matter. Either or works out for me. It feels like to me that having this kind of moveset is a little bit awkward, but being able to get off the first amount of chip that I can with Ice Shard or Sucker Punch is really important, because then I can sniff out berries on Haxorus and Whimsicott for the Ice Shard, and for Sucker Punch on Chimecho and Cerulege. But generally I'll probably be clicking Protect, Ice Shard, and Sacred Sword. I'd only click Sucker Punch if I feel like it should kill. And with Sword of Ruin, that makes calcs a little bit easier on me. I definitely expect to see Yachi Berry somewhere. And since this is, item clause, there's only one, so as long as I find it, that'd be good. It's a possibility with P-Money with Fake Out into Ice Shard on the Whimsicott, but again, maybe not. It really depends on a few things, but let's just converse about that later. Zip Zap Zoop is Yachi Berry Zapdos, unironically, because there is a water type that gets ice coverage, and a Toxicroak that I'm pretty sure gets ice punch. And then it's Sand Slash, I believe, being Terra Ice. There was the very big chance that I went Chillin' Berry on this, but I decided against it. We are Tailwind, Thunderbolt, Ancient Power, Eerie Impulse. Eerie Impulse is the only great way we have to deal with Ursaluna doing massive amounts of damage. And of course, once again, the speed is for, anything like Ceruledge. Because realistically, we don't need to outpace Haxorus if I don't believe it's coming. And also with priority moves and other things included, and the fact that a lot of our mons are, bulky on the physically defensive side at the very minimum, it's not too bad not to be overly prepared for something. You can only prep for so much. Zapdos with Eerie Impulse helps us against the Ursaluna. That can definitely be Calm Mind or get Helping Hand boost. So at least Eerie Impulse cushions the blow a little bit. Ancient Power is really dope because it can 2-hit KO Thundurus and Ceruledge. And either one of them could be Charity Berry, but I suspect we're going to see Yachi Berry on the Thundurus or the Whimsicott, in my opinion. Thunderbolt's just good damage and stab. And this is our obvious Tailwinder, as you could tell. Unless we die in a shot, this is pretty much a good guaranteed Tailwind, unless we get, once again, killed in a shot, or if we get taunted. He does have some decent taunters with, I'm pretty sure, if I remember, Zoroark, Ceruledge, Thundurus, I think Whimsicott, Toxicroak, and I think that's it. Maybe. I could be wrong. I checked the other day when I was first building this team for speed tiers and other things, and I think that's what I came up with. There might be some that do not get it, and there might be more that get it. Not for debate right now. Really good Pokemon, really good attacker, and static, because he has a good myriad of physical Pokemon that I can definitely get paralyzed. We're bringing the Spotlight Pokemon, which will always be named Spotlight backwards, which is Tigiltops. Don't ask me how I knew how to say that. I have always been ready for the moment, unfortunately. This is another one of those Pokemon that was Chillin' Berry for the exact reason of that Ursaluna. High Horsepower, Terra Blast, Knockoff, and Poison Jab, Terra Fighting. Terra Fighting seems to be a pretty good default for me. Ursaluna, finding out about Zoroark if it comes, and then Empoleon. Not all of them can be Chople Berry, and while I don't think Zoroark's gonna come, Empoleon and Ursaluna definitely should, and one of them will be Chople. I more or less suspect that we're gonna see Wakan Berry Empoleon, and then Chople Berry Ursaluna. With that being said, however, even with that being, I just said being said, didn't I? Anyways, with that, this Pokemon is just 4 attacks, hits really hard, and we didn't really need Protect on this because realistically, this Mon does a lot of good damage, and with the 4 moves that we have, there's not a whole lot that wants to take anything from us. I think you guys get the picture of Sand Slash. And that 204 is definitely really good for the Ursaluna. And in general, even if it's like Hyper Voice Zoroark, even though it's not Hisuian Zoroark, still, normal moves can pop out from anything. And as I revealed earlier, Chople Berry, King Gambit, you didn't really get to look at the set too much, but no matter how much Spadef we put on this, Earth Power will always kill us. Yeah, so we are hard Spadef, King Gambit. Oh, also Tigiltops is 105 for that Ursaluna Modest 252. But King Gambit is just here doing his thing. Big old Marth. Basically, 4 attacks again. Low kick's really good into Ursaluna. I didn't think it was worth it at first. I was first running Snarl. Pat kind of just said, nah, don't do that, and just run low kick, because it might be better just to kill the mons that are in front of us, especially get something like Empoleon and Ursaluna, so it'd be better to have this. We are Supreme Overlord. I'm going to change this to Defiant. It might not be the greatest decision, but with a plethora of moves coming from Whimsicott, Empoleon, even Electro Whip, Thundurus, and other moves out there, it will be better to have Defiant. And 4 moves, Sucker Punch, Kotao, Cleave, Iron Head, and Low Kick. Hit everything for generally the damage that we need. This might be a nice lead-off set to really gauge what my opponent wants to do, but I'm more or less thinking that we can lead off with P-Money and do not reveal Fake Out. We go for an attacking move to see what happens, and then we can lead off with P-Money and Big Chill, or P-Money and Zip Zap Zoop, just because getting damage immediately and being able to see how bulky things are might be more worth it to me. Or even just going for Eerie Impulse off the dome into Ursaluna while going for potentially Fake Out if we see Chimecho. But also, if we don't see Chimecho, at the very minimum, we can get off the Muddy Water or the Ice Beam into the Whimsicott. It could be offensive Whimsicott too and still maintain Tailwind, but I think Wakan Berry is better. Well, maybe not. I think it might be better to go Rindo, actually, now that I'm thinking about it, because Whimsicott does a lot, and I think it's like, it's Thunderous and like Toxicroak that get like Grass Knot, maybe. I think Empoleon might also get it too, but I don't think he's going to run that, so I think we'll just stick with Wakan Berry, and we're pretty bulky. We should be able to live at least Giga Drain, and at worst we die to like Energy Ball, and honestly I think it'll just be a bulkier Whimsicott and be like Yachi Berry or something. Anyways, this is the team builder portion of the video. Let's get into the match versus Mismag. I forgot his team name. I'll remember it for the video portion, so see you then. I'm sitting in call right now. I'm about to get started against Mismag, and they're the main event. That is their team name. See, I told you I'd figure it out by the time we got here. Let's go ahead and give this a good old college try. I have predicted everything. Oh, hold on. I got one wrong. No Empoleon. Instead, we see Haxorus, which is interesting. So that's cool. Haxorus is an interesting one, though. I will say that. The first impression might be really good for them. I don't know. Just checking one thing before I continue. But we'll get started in a second. Yep. So it's a 4v4, as we all know. So I feel like Big Chill's really good here. No fake out unless it's on Toxicroak. They're Terra Ghost, Sandslash, and we are Terra Fighting. So very interesting combination there. Not going to lie to you. I do like our options. I know Trimeco's really good. I think we can lead off with Marth. Did I make this Defiant? I did. Awesome. Okay. You know what? We'll lead off with Big Chill and P-Money and bring Zip Zap Zoop in the back. We'll bring Sandslash. GLHF to Mismag. Let's get ready for game one here. Let's hope everything goes to plan. Of course. And we'll see what they decide to bring. Obviously with Sandslash, that is our Terra Pokemon. So that'll be interesting to see from them. Alright, let's see what they opt to do. I'm glad that Haxorus is here instead of fucking Empoleon, but also kind of scared of that too. So we'll see how that goes. Alright, let's see what they opt to do. Brave and Batista, that is Whimsicott and Haxorus. This is a great turn for us. Oh my god, are you kidding me? So you take away our ability for berries. Obviously, with Ice Shard going to Haxorus, it could be Yachi Berry, it could be anything. I feel like they protect something. I think I still go for what I want to go for, which is Fake Out and Ice Beam. I feel like Haxorus is switching out a protecting, or Whimsicott's protecting. So I feel like doubling into Whimsicott, getting rid of it is a good decision here. I just feel like he has to protect one or the other, and I feel like Haxorus is on the protecting end here, while Whimsicott, or Haxorus switches out while Whimsicott protects. Either way, we want to get rid of Whimsicott as soon as possible so we can keep our own Tailwind going without having them have it. Yep, there it is. Okay. That's good. We are going to fake that out. Are we going to see Yachi Berry? Yes, we are. So Whimsicott is Yachi Berry. That's important to note because now we know that Haxorus is not Yachi Berry. And we can go for Ice Beam into the Whimsicott slot. Because we go Ice Beam into the Haxorus and just go for killing it now. Because what's going to happen is that he's probably going to switch out, or he's going to go for Steel Tailwind, and we'll see what happens. But we should still go for into the Haxorus slot. Oh, that's a good chunk of damage. We are going to see Tailwind. I don't think Haxorus kills Blastoise in a hit, but I know it can kill potentially Chien-Pao in a hit. Yup. That is a dead Chien-Pao, which is fine. Which is unfortunate, but it is fine. I guess we should have just gone for Whimsicott, but that is a very defensive Whimsicott from what I can tell. So that's good for him. But we do pick up a kill with Blastoise, which is fine. So with that, that is how the game starts, which is interesting. I kind of do want to go into Sigil Tops and see what happens. Because I feel like he's going to go into his own. Amy Rose, that is probably the Sand Slash. Yep, we both made the same fucking decision. Oh, man, that's funny. His a shiny, mine is not. He's going to probably Terra Ghost this turn. I don't have to Terra turn one, I'm pretty sure. But it's the only mon that can Terastallize. And I feel like his Terra Ghost or whatever he wants to go for isn't going to do a lot to anything that I have. So I could go into Zip Zap Zoop and be good with this and then go for Ice Beam into the Whimsicott. Or I can just go Poison Jab and Terra Fighting here. I don't really need a Terra Fighting perhaps. It's more of like a, oh, I could do it. I'm going to Muddy Water here. He is going to Terastallize his Sand Slash. I am not required to Terastallize it turn one, so that's good. It tells him that I'm not just going to fuck around and just use it automatically. But he is Terra Ghost, which is fine. Him being Terra Ghost and me being Terra Fighting is very funny. I'm not going to lie to you. He is just going to Moonblast the Blastoise. Okay. Drop on special attack, which is unfortunate. We are going to see the Earthquake pop, which shouldn't kill either of my Mons, which is fine. He is going to take his own damage, and we are going to Muddy Water, get off some nice chip. Can we get an accuracy drop? On the Whimsicott, which is going to die anyway, and the Sand Slash. Let's go. Alright, so that is a dead Whimsicott, which is amazing. Good job, Sand Slash. And yeah, okay, so we get to see his final Mon. He could have up the... He could go for Ursaluna here, which I think he might. That is Ursaluna. Yeah, that's a big-ass Pokemon. Alright, well... You know what they say, kids. Do your best. We are going to go into Zip Zap. Actually, I think he has 3 turns? Or 1 more turn left? 2 more turns. I think this is a Game 1L. I think. Maybe. But I have to go into Zip Zap Zoop regardless on P-Money. Just because of the Fake Out pressure. In case our Sand Slash dies. So we're going to switch out here. We are going to see what he opts to do. If we can find out if he's Chople or not, that'll be really helpful, I feel like, but we'll see what happens. He's going to knock off our Chillin' Berry, which is just fucking unfortunate. So I think we're about to lose our Sand Slash. No, our Zapdos should live this, actually. Yeah, we're fine. Is he Chople? He is not Chople Berry on his Ursaluna, so that's interesting. We're going to do a little bit here. Get off some nice damage. What am I talking about here? He is Citrus Berry. That is fine. Oh, he is Jaboka. That is an interesting pull. I like that. It's unfortunate the fucking Mons that we brought didn't have Protect outside of fucking shit. Foul. This is a Game 1 loss. That's fine. It allows us to at least know what we're up against. At the very minimum, he doesn't know that we don't have Protect, which is better for us. And honestly, I think that's cool. He is just going to knock off again. He does miss, which is unfortunate. He is going to Earth Power into our Sand Slash because Ursaluna a kill. It's a crit, but it did not matter because we're at low enough health to where it didn't matter, which actually gives us a really good advantage going into this next turn. That Muddy Water actually helped out a lot, so that's good. All right, P-Money. About that time, boy. About that time, P-Money. I think this could be a Game 1 win, though. I do genuinely think that. This could have been a Game 1 loss, and I'm really glad that we didn't, like, just kind of say, oh, man, let's give up here. I'm glad that we can try and get this. We get to see if he has Protect on something as well, which is really important. And we know that Haxor is definitely a CC, which is definitely very concerning, but not too bad out, honestly. Not too bad. So we'll see. We'll see what he opts to do. Thunderbolt's going to pop. We're going to do a lot to this Sand Slash. Oh, we kill it in one shot with Zapdos. Can we land our Muddy Water? That is the question of the day. Can Avery land this? Please, almighty. P-Money. P-Money. Ah, with the 2-0 win Game 1 against our good pal, Mismag. Now we get into game 2 against Mismag. Yeah, that was a good game 1. We learned a lot. Whimsicott definitely has the defensive capabilities this first game. And we learned that our Blastoise is really fucking good. And also that the drops mattered a whole lot. So while I do apologize about that, he did get the special attack on my Blastoise. I'm not gonna lie to you. So all is fair in love and war. But let's get into game 2 here. I think we change up our lead. Our lead at first was Shanpao Blastoise, which was a really good lead. But to me right now, given that he just went straight up for CC after a fake out into his Protect, I think we can go with something different here. I do feel like Big Chill is good, but not great. Zip Zap Zoop seems like it will be a very fun Pokemon to get off this game. We can still bring P-Money again, and we can get off the Eerie Impulse into the Ursaluna. So those two are definitely coming first turn. And if he leads with Thundurus, it's not too big of a deal, but it can be. I think we need Marth. I feel like we don't really need Marth, though, because with the amount of Vacuum Wave that can appear this game, and the fact that he's Terra Ghost and Sandslash, I'm not too happy about that. So we're bringing Blizzard and we'll actually bring Tigiltops again. We'll see how this goes. I feel like his lead was good, but that's a very defensive Whimsicott, so we have to be careful there, honestly. So that's interesting. Alright, so let's go and get into game 2 against Mismag here, and we'll see how this goes. He leads off with Toxicroak and Thundurus, so he's going for his own fake out pressure, and we're going for our own. Okay, interesting. Okay. So we can just Ancient Power this, and then go into probably Tigiltops, honestly. Honestly, I'm going to go into Gliscor, because there's no reason not to. He was probably trying to see if I would lead Chien Pao again, which, I mean, is a good choice by him, honestly. But we are just going to go for our own Ancient Power. No Tailwind turn 1, because he could fake out. I want to scout what he wants to do, and I need to keep the Wakan berries hidden as possible. We also didn't see berries on these two Pokemon, so this is going to be an interesting one. I feel like he might be Koba Berry on Toxicroak, but also most likely Yachi Berry on the Thundurus. So we'll see what he opts to do. Switches out of Toxicroak. That's a very interesting decision. He goes into the Ursaluna, which makes sense to me. Does this get... This doesn't get... Does he get what the fuck it's called? Does he get Tailwind on Thundurus? I don't know. We're going to Blizzard. He goes for Discharge, so it only really hits Zapdos, which is fine. So a really good turn by us. We're going to get off our Ancient Power here. Ooh, does over half. Do we get boost? No boost. Okay, awesome. So we are going to Eerie Impulse the Ursaluna. And we are going to go for the Tailwind on... Actually, we don't really need Tailwind here. We could honestly just go for Knockoff on the Thundurus. Because whatever switches in doesn't want to lose its berry, potentially. He is going to have Endure, which means he's Slack or something of that nature. But he is going to see our Eerie Impulse, which I think was a great bring. So I'm very glad that I brought this. And it allows Gliscor to do a lot more. We're going to knock off. He does not die. And he loses his Slack Berry. And he is going to BloodMoon our Zapdos, which it's not going to do as much as he would like to. So he doesn't pick up the kill there, which is very important. We are just going to Ancient Power into the Thundurus and go for the knockoff into the Ursaluna. So very, very great few turns these first few turns. That Discharge was definitely interesting, and I'm very glad that I sensed something would happen there. I don't think this Pokemon is going to be very impactful, but him having Toxicroak in the back tells me that he might just have Whimsicott in the back, and he's very much relying on that Tailwind action, or he brought Sandslash again. I don't know. We'll see what he opts to do. He is going to withdraw the Thundurus here. And we're going to get off a really solid knockoff against that. That's going to be Toxicroak, which is fine. Our Ancient Power is going to do... Actually, I think we knocked over Ursaluna. I don't remember. he's going to double switch. We get to see his fourth Pokemon already. It is going to be the Whimsicott. Okay, that's fine. That's actually better for us. Because now we get off Ancient Power, which is really convenient for us. And no boost. He is the Roat Berry. Interesting, interesting. We're all just going to knock off Whimsicott of its item, which it probably is still Yachi. So that's better for us. We are going to switch out of Zip Zap Zoop and go into our Tigiltops and go for Tailwind on Gliscor. Honestly, I'm just going to high horsepower the Toxicroak. I think that's better for us. I want to keep Zapdos around as long as I can, especially with the Eerie Impulse. But this is going to be a fake out turn for the ages. Let's see. Goes for fake out, and our Chillin' Berry is burned on Sand Slash, so he gets to see that at least. He is going to go for his Tailwind, I assume. Yep. And I think, let's see, can Avery get what he wants this turn? Yes, he does. That is a dead Toxicroak. Awesome. Cool, cool, cool. Gliscor picks up the kill there. He's going to probably go Ursaluna here. I'm glad that I guessed that this would be Fast Ursaluna, but I'm also not very pleased that it's Fast Ursaluna. Like, Fast Ursaluna isn't the worst thing in the world, but it's not good either, you know what I mean? Like, it is very scary to see. If he goes in the Thunderous, we're just going to faint it in the face. He is going to go into the BloodMoon, which makes sense. He's probably going to go for that into our Gliscor. So I will let Zip Zap Zoop die if that's the case. But I also think that we should just go for... He's probably going to double into our Gliscor, honestly. So I will let that go in exchange for what I believe... I don't think he's going to protect Whimsicott, but I feel like he is going to kill Gliscor this turn. So that's fine by me. We should be Elite 1 BloodMoon at this point, but I don't know what he's actually going to go for. So we'll see what the opposite do. This could be a very pivotal turn for us, or it could be a very bad turn for us. Okay, he protects Ursaluna, which is interesting. We did feint the Whimsicott, thankfully, I suppose. And he does go for the Moonblast into Tigiltops, and Tigiltops does die, unfortunately. I guess I shouldn't have Terrid. That was probably a bad turn for us there, not going to lie. But he did go for that Protect on Ursaluna, so at least we know it's there. At least we have Fake Out. That's the only saving grace there. P-Money. Good old P-Money. Keep the Fake Out pressure going. And I don't think we knocked off the Ursaluna yet, so we could do that to get rid of the Citrus. I'm going to Tailwind Blizzard and just keep it going at that point, because that's probably the better play, if I'm being honest. Yep, we're going to fake you out, do a little bit there. He is the Jaboka, I'm pretty sure. Yep. It wasn't Citrus Jaboka. He is just going to Moonblast Gliscor. He's going to see that we are very spit up Gliscor. And we are going to get off our Tailwind here, which is really good. So we can get off our Muddy Waters and such. He knows I have to go for Feint this turn. I feel like I should just kill Whimsicott, honestly. I feel like that's a better move for us. I feel like that's a better move for us, but I want to kill Ursaluna. I don't know, because... am I scared of Whimsicott? Moonblast didn't do that much, and he clearly has shown that he doesn't have it. So we are just going to kill the Ursaluna, I think. I think that's better for our game plan. I really hope he doesn't... He can't go for Protect anymore because he clearly knows that we have Feint. So he has to basically guess that we're going to go for that right now. And I don't think he knows that I'm not going to do that. Okay, awesome. Good, 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 good. This is a great turn. Holy shit. Okay. He doubled. Okay. That's fine. That's even better because now he doesn't have Protect next turn. And I don't have to go for Feint. I don't know if he's out of Tailwind this turn. I'll find out soon. I do want to know, does Muddy Water Ice Beam do more to this? Just overall. I think Muddy Water will still do more, but I'm not sure. We are going to see his Tailwind go up. Our Tailwind, how are we doing there? We have 2 more turns. Okay, good, 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 good. Okay. I have time. I have plenty of time. Muddy Water still does more, so we can still go for our attack. Muddy Water and high horsepower. Because no matter what happens, something dies this turn. It could be Thunderous, and it could be Ursaluna. We'll just have to see what happens. We are going to get our high horsepower off. Is that enough for Muddy Water? It is going to miss the Ursaluna. No, no, no. That's really bad. That's really bad. Oh, no. Oh, hell nah, Sping Bob. That is a dead Gliscor. Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez. Ah, Gliscor. Come on. Or Blastoise. Come on, bruh. You can't be missing those. You really can't miss those, man. You really can't. I think that's going to bring him back into the game, though. I think that kind of sealed our fate there. I'm not going to lie to you, Chief. That sucks. Oh, man. That sucks a dick. It'd be like that. Yeah, he's going to double protect and get rid of our Tailwind. Yeah, that's going to be game 2 to him. Yeah, that sucks. That does suck. I think I played this game amazingly. I don't think you guys are able to hear that. I'm in call, so technically, you know. In call with other friends. Nobody's watching this because I'm definitely muted. Yeah, that sucks. Oh, dude. Dude, that fuck. Well, actually, no, that doesn't suck. You know why that doesn't suck? Because at the very minimum, he has to kill P-Money here. If he doesn't kill P-Money here, this could be a very bad turn for him. So I'm going to go for my own Tailwind again, and I'm going to hope he goes for Tailwind here. He has to go for Tailwind. Whimsicott, he has no choice. Oh, maybe he doesn't. Okay. All right. Do we get the Muddy Water? All right, P-Money. All right, P-Money. All right, P-Money. Damn, that is a bulky-ass bear. Like, very bulky. All right, I think that's G's. Whimsicott, yeah, that's G's. I think Whimsicott will pick up the 3rd kill. Not too sure there. I guess I should have gone for Ice Beam, but I don't know. I didn't have Protect on what's his name, so it happens that way. He is going to Tailwind and pick up the kill with Ursaluna. Getting his 2 kills with Ursaluna and Whimsicott this game, which is just unfortunate that it ended the way it did, but it is what it is. So we move on to game 3, which is interesting. I'm not going to lie to you. I definitely thought this could have gone either way. So we're going to move on to that. Gliscor died. Blastoise died, of course. Where did our 2nd kill come from? What did we kill? Did we kill anything else? Was that a 3-0 victory? Yeah, it was a 3-0 because we only killed Toxicroak with Gliscor. Yeah. 2-0, 2-0, 0-1, 0-0, 0-0. Okay. I just want to make sure my stats are up to date. Game 3. Stat tracking for this can be very hard and very annoying. So I have to make sure I have everything intact. Alright, let's get into game 3 though. Let's see how this goes. Can we pick up a W? No push. Alright. Alright. So Marth definitely has not shown up, mostly because King Gambit, while good, is not great here. I do feel like what we can do is put a lot of pressure on him with Big Chill, but I feel like what's missing from our team mostly is that Protect option for some of the more major mons isn't there, and I feel like that's a big deal. And since he has the Toxicroak, I don't know if he leads it again, given how much it didn't do. I think we need to focus down Whimsicott and Ursaluna mostly, obviously, but it's an interesting one, huh? I kind of want to bring Marth, because Marth, basically, with Vacuum Waves popping out and everything, it'll be interesting. I gotta see. I have to see. We'll go Double Dark and go P-Money and Tigiltops, I think. I don't know if we need Tailwind. No, we need Tailwind for sure. I think we just go Zip, Zap, Zoop and Tigiltops turn 1. I don't think we bring Marth at all. I think Marth is pretty much the odd man out. I think we gotta bring Big Chill. It does a lot, and P-Money. We just gotta make do with what we have, but also that it seems like King Gambit's very bad here. And I know, like, for my money that at very minimum, when I was thinking about this matchup the entire time, like, I didn't have many other mons that I was like, oh yeah, this will definitely show up. Like, I couldn't bring Glow King, and Rotom was okay, and Toxapex was decent, but not... Toxapex would have been better, I guess. But that's future sight. Okay. So we see the Toxicroak and the Haxorus lead. We are just going to go ahead and go for Tailwind. If he goes for Fake Out, he goes for Fake Out. Haxorus shouldn't be able to kill either one of my mons unless he has banded damage. He's going to Fake Out Zapdos. Is he going to get poisoned? No, yeah, he did. Okay. That I knew was coming at the very minimum. We are going to see Outrage. Is he going to kill Zapdos? He does not. Poison might take us out, but I don't know. We are going to kill the Toxicroak, however. So good job on Sandslash there. So that was really important. I guess I could have switched out, but also, like, I don't have a fairy type, so that makes a lot of sense. We're at 1 HP. Okay. He doesn't have anything outpacing me besides Whimsicott and Thundurus. We are going to see Whimsicott. Okay. He's probably going to Tailwind this turn, if I'm being honest. And that, if he hits into our slot, then he will kill it. But if he doesn't, I think Sandslash will be able to live at least one. But I feel like he's just Moonblasting Outrages here. Which is fine, honestly. I don't like that it happened, but it is fine. Okay, he does Protect. We're going to get off our Tailwind since I believe we're faster than this. No, we are not. And Whimsicott is going... And, sorry, Zapdos is going to die. Oh, yeah, we only sped Corrupt First to Rule Edge, which I thought would come. But honestly, not coming was pretty fine. But honestly, with my kind of team, I kind of can see why it didn't show up. He is going to be Lumberry, of course, and our Poison Jab is going to be in vain this turn. So no Tailwind for us, but we can fake it out at least this next turn at P-Money. Or we can threaten everything out with this motherfucker here. I think offense, I feel like P-Money is better here, though. Here's a go with our gut. Because now he has Switch Initiative to get out of Whimsicott here. I'm not going to lie to you, that's probably best for him. Like, it feels like to me that would be better. And we can just get rid of Batista here. Or Haxorus, rather. Because if he switches out of that, then he doesn't have to worry about Poison Jab as much. If he has, like, Ursaluna in the back. Or his own Sandslash in the back, really. He is going to withdraw. That's a good turn for us. That is going to be the Ursaluna. Okay, we called that. So we're going to fake this out at least, which is really dope. Get off a little damage. He's going to go next, and then Sandslash does hit his high horsepowers. Let's go. Good damage. We are just going to go ahead and go for the Muddy Water into the Terrifying Fighting Blast. Actually, does he protect Ursaluna this turn? I actually don't know. I do not know what he does this turn with the Ursaluna. He might protect. I'm going to Ice Beam the Haxorus and go for Terrifying Blast anyway. We need damage regardless. And I feel like he protects. I just feel like he protects. I don't know why. I feel like he's trying to get off the back foot, and I really need to put him back on it. He's just going to Outrage and go for damage here. Okay. Well, Tigiltops, he almost died. POV, that is a dead Haxorus, though, so that's good for us. Pokemon's fucking disgusting to deal with. And Terrifying Blast will probably do around half, I imagine. I actually don't know. I didn't see how much it did last time. Or I wasn't paying attention. Ooh, about half. Okay. And he is the berry. I forgot what it's called. Jaboka. He's just going to BloodMoon Blastoise, which won't kill us. Which is fine. That is a crit, however. God damn you. But it happens. It happens. It happens. So, it's up to Whimsicott and Ursaluna, which is actually pretty preferable for him. Honestly, because he can go for he can go for double KO here, which is not good for us. That puts us in a predicament, I'm not going to lie to you. I think we lose. But we played a really good game, if I'm being honest with you, so I can't really be too angry. Yeah, there's Vacuum Wave. What did I say? What the fuck did I tell everybody? I told myself, I told Pat, I told everybody that this vacuum wave, man, this is why I couldn't bring Barth that much. Ah, that sucks. It is what it is, though. We tried our best. This could have gone either way, honestly, and we played a great game 1 and probably an even better game 2, but this game 3 we definitely fumbled. We should have brought Gliscor. I think Gliscor would have been better here. I think Gliscor over Zip Zap Zoop would have been better. I am going to protect because he's going to protect on something. I can sense it. I can smell it. Told you. I'm getting my kill. You're coming to the... No, I'm getting my kill. You're coming to the afterlife with me, buddy. Or I'm going to attempt to get you there. It did not die. You don't know that I'm bulky. Is that 2-0 for Whimsicott? I believe so. Yes, 2-0 for Whimsicott. Alright, that is a... I don't know. That's a 2-0 win for Mismag. Mismag wins 2-0. Wins game 3, 2-0. I think that's a 3-0 overall set win. I'm not actually sure how this actually comes out to be. But GG's to our good pal Mismag, aka the main event. For our next week of action, we fight the Tokyo Terrors, which are coached by, I'm pretty sure, Michael. I don't know if that's just his name. I don't know what his actual name is, but Michael is the name that I'm seeing on the doc. So they have a team of Raging Bolt, Ursaluna, Primarina, Ninetales, Lilligan Hisuian, Orthworm, Venomoth, Bombardier, and I think that is female. Yep, female Meowstic. So that, I believe, gets like something. I don't know. I forget what it actually gets in terms of abilities, but it is a very interesting team. Definitely without a Trick Room user, like I guess Meowstic is the Trick Room user. But it looks like that this team definitely has Rage Powder, definitely has really strong attackers. We'll see if we can get a W here this next week. But GG's to Mismag in their main event. Definitely could have gone either way. Thank you guys for watching, and let's continue down our VGC journey in TGR Spotlight. Talk to you guys next time. Peace.